everybody, it's Talky Tuesday! Wednesday, because yesterday it just was not happening. My room is a little bit of a wreck, but I really don't care because I am in such a good mood right now today that I don't care. It's a complete flip from how I've been feeling the past few days, so I will absolutely take it. I'm just feeling good and feeling motivated and feeling inspired and just feeling excited for things to come. The major thing that flipped my mood was my friend saying that it's pretty much definite that she's going to be coming to Playlist. Because she and I have never hung out before, and this will probably be the first time that we'll ever be seeing each other face to face, well, besides on Skype, but like in actual person, and I'm really excited about that, and I'm just really excited to share the whole Playlist experience with her, because I think she's going to have a really good time and really love it. I'm already a third of the way into planning the perfect Playlist experience, well, at least in my head anyway, because as soon as they said that rooms were available for reservation, I was on it, because I am not having that same thing happen that happened last year with us being stuck in traffic, having to take shuttles, driving from different places. So I'm like, absolutely yes. Also, I got a pool view because why not splurge a little bit? So now I'm just eagerly awaiting Friday so I can get my tickets, and then the only thing I have to do is get my plane ticket, and I am golden, and I'm gonna have everything done way sooner than I did last year. Last year was so like down to the wire, including my packing, which I won't be doing that either. I'm gonna actually get some damn sleep before I get on the plane so I'm not like falling asleep while we're flying and dumping cold water in my lap again, because that was not fun. I'm also really excited about one of the new clients that I'm working with. She is just bubbly and fun, and she's really motivated, and that really motivates me. It makes it so much easier to help somebody, even if they're having a really bad time, but knowing that they are really dedicated to changing things and making things better. It is such a joy to work with people that are like that. And thankfully, everybody that I'm working with right now, to some degree, is feeling that way, which is great. The thing that really sent it over the top for me today, though, was going with her to meet her friend who is renovating an old church in town to make it into a recovery house. In the area around me, I mean, there is just so much drug activity, and there have been so many deaths and so many overdoses in the past few months. Even just last night, we had somebody that overdosed that's like a few streets down from me, and I'm not used to seeing that happen in my small town. So knowing that there's somebody out there who has already walked that path of addiction and got himself back and wants to pass on that to others. I mean, that's basically what I do in my job. And so I appreciate and applaud that. And I'm kind of hoping maybe I can work alongside them when they get everything up and going. But his personality, his aura, his everything is just so open and caring and just over the top, and I really think that this is going to be an incredible thing to have in the town, and I hope that they get the funding that they need. I hope that everything just goes really well for it, because not only is his personality and my client's personality, who is also going to be working there, just infectious, but when you walked into the place, and it was an old church, which I already love old churches, not from any religious standpoint, but just the architecture of it. And I love like the old stained glass windows. My dream would be to live in like a really old, like Victorian style kind of church that already has all those giant stained glass windows and everything, but that's off topic. Anyway, so I just walk into this place and immediately you just felt this great energy coming from it. It was just the space. I mean, there was a lot of work that needed done, that still needs done and tackled there, but you can feel the potential that it has and just the good vibes that you get walking around there. I think the flow of the building is what does it. There's so many great spaces. They have tons of places for people to stay, and I can't wait to see what it turns out to be. I really can't. So having that experience of spending the time with them and getting to know them, and he even freaking got me to sing Rent, which I usually don't just sing for people. So that says a little something about him that I was just like, oh, okay. That's one thing I know I don't think I've ever talked about. I went to school for music education initially, and you had to take some kind of a music lesson. And the thing that I decided to do was voice, because I play saxophone, but not so great. I didn't know how to play the piano. I kind of learned, but please, there's one song I can play on it, and that is it. So I was like, I know that I sing, and it may not be so great, but I do it, so let's take the voice lessons. So I basically was classically trained while I was there, had to sing lots of opera and arias, but I also was able to, you know, kind of by the end of it say, this is great, but I would feel much more comfortable if I could do like more Broadway stuff, if I could do, you know, more contemporary things. And so yeah, I've gotten to do a lot of that. But I'm still like so scared to sing in front of people. Even to like sing in the car around other people, I have to know you pretty darn well to be able to just like bust it out. So to have somebody that I have like basically just met like coax that out of me, but it felt really good to just, it's something that I would like to be able to do on here someday. Maybe I'll get the guts to like sing something. I might have to like hide my face. I'll just film a pillow and you can, or else I'll just film one of the cats. You can watch Ringo sleep and I'll sing a song. I'm trying to get through this because I can hear a storm is starting to rumble, and this is like the roof right here, so I don't want it to be like overtaken by rain and a storm while I'm traveling away here. I guess the last couple things that I wanted to talk about. First, a little update on my 100-day challenge. I have had a few yellow star days, gold star days, because just kind of dropped the ball on a few, and then there were a couple of days that I wasn't feeling good. And like I said when I started, I didn't choose like the color stars to like make myself feel bad. It was just to bring my attention to times when things didn't always get done and why they didn't always get done. So I put on the note on the bottom of my page what was going on so I could keep track of it. But overall, it's been really good so far that I've been keeping track of my food and my exercise. Whether I do it or not, I'm still keeping track of it because at least it says that I'm going to the page and writing it in. And yeah, so I think I'm doing a bit better with all of that stuff. The last thing I kind of wanted to touch on, and it's more of like a, am I the only one that does this? But I don't take compliments. I don't want to say don't take them well, because I don't get like angry when somebody compliments me, but I'm not sure how to take them, I think is the way that I mean to say that. Whenever somebody compliments something that I've done, it's easier for me to take that than for somebody to compliment something about myself, like my personality or my hair or my whatever. I'm one of those people that like, I find a way to be like, oh, thank you, but, or, oh, thank you, I need to, or something. Like, I find a way to like diminish it, or I'm just like, oh, thanks. And I don't know if that makes it sound like I don't appreciate it, because obviously everybody appreciates getting compliments, but I just kind of like, I don't know, my brain's just like, we don't know how to process this. This doesn't make sense to us. Why are people saying nice things? It happened today, having somebody, you know, I just met saying, you know, what a great personality I have, and, you know, this great spirit that I had. And I'm just like, oh, thanks. Like, I didn't know really what else to say. And then in those moments too, because my brain is so overloaded on trying to figure out what was just said to it, I miss the opportunity to compliment them back. And I'm pretty good at complimenting people. Like, I like to say, oh, I really like your shirt, or I really like your shoes, or, you know, something like that to people, because I know deep down it makes me feel good when people compliment me out of the blue, even if my brain is still just like, what? But I like saying it to other people because I know how that feels. And sometimes just, they could be having a really shit day, and by me saying, I really like your shirt, sometimes that can make them, you know, it can boost them up just a little bit. And not that I want like praise for that. It's kind of like, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to drop this compliment bomb, and then it'll do whatever it wants to do. Yeah, but am I the only one that's like, whenever you get a compliment and, you know, not fully knowing how to take it? Well, feel free to leave down below any of your stories about compliments that you've gotten, or weird situations, or anything that I've talked about today. leave it all down there because I like reading comments. It makes me feel good. Well, that's all for me today, guys, before this storm comes pounding through. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. My tongue just totally took over there. I'll see you guys on Monday with what I did this weekend. You guys are amazing, and I love you, and if it takes a minute for your brain to process it like mine usually does, that's perfectly fine. We'll all be just weird and not know how to do compliments together. Until next time, guys. Love you. Bye. Blah, blah, flibbly, blah.